Yo yo yo, ça faisait longtemps. J'avais pas fait un live avec ma dynastie. Et là, on est sous la pluie. Oh, toujours pas de neige, hein. Toujours pas de neige. Donc ça sera peut-être dans les prochaines semaines, hein, qui sait. Bah allez, je me tais, grâce au live. On est dans le Big Ten.
Before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are
là, on peut voir, là, j'ai 3 joueurs 5 étoiles cette semaine pour les visites. Bah surtout des défenseurs. Hein. Allez.
And the Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass. It's Anger. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender. Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Alors, petit instant, parce que j'ai fait mon petit live de train de tout à l'heure, donc je vais mettre une vignette maintenant. Je vais le faire tout de suite. Allez, désolé. On est reparti. J'ai raté ma passe. Hein.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Anger. With the catch, it's high. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. It's reverse. Breaks off the defender. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So TCU's offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make
Alors attention au receveur là, le numéro 6. Le numéro 6, il est là-bas. Il est à droite. Allez. Bon, possibilité qu'il y ait pas mal de fumble hein. Avec la pluie, ça peut glisser.
Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finds us back in the middle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat.
Bon, pour l'instant, c'est le running back qui me fait mal. Le running back qui me fait des misères.
Facing a little adversity on second and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. After the run, now the throw. The quick out. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down for 42.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You can be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've
Alors lui là, le Awuzi, il me saoule. Parce que le match précédent, il m'a fait la même chose. Pénalité sur pénalité, j'ai dû le remplacer. Il m'a saoulé. Donc je vais le dégager. Désolé mec, mais tu fais de la merde. Ouais, c'est le big tight end. Ça passe.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell.
Oh non, ou qu'il tient ici.
More and more of a weapon on every single team.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass.
Oh non. Fischer, ça. C'est Fischer. Si c'est Fischer, il bouge aussi. Je le dégage. Ah non, c'est pas lui. Tout court fou qui se blesse souvent. Oh là 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 là. Encore une pénalité. C'est pas possible. C'est un concours, hein. C'est à celui qui va faire le plus de pénalités. Oh là là. Et encore une fois. Encore une fois. Ah, c'est quoi? Safety?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. He's got it.
Ouf, ouais, c'est la 4e. Voilà.
This defense and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Dommage qu'il a pas touché.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass.
Oh, je le rate.
And the defense got him at the 27. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles.
Oh, Jabo.
That was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles, usually those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd
Le premier carton, pas un seul point. Hein. C'est les pénalités qui me plombent complètement. Hein. Ah, ils ont sorti les KO, hein, les solitaires.
Looking downfield, it's Anger. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38. These guys are on the move.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Gone up for the first down.
Passe.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one a game.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? In that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Ça passe.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ouais, il faut faire une bonne impression pour tous les prospects qui viennent pour ce match-là. Pas faire n'importe quoi. Que des choses positives. Et surtout, remporter ce match.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Ils jouent pas trop sur leur gars là, le numéro 6. Je vais le prendre pour voir. Comme par hasard.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15.
Et voilà, il fallait se méfier de lui, le numéro 6. On l'a pas vu depuis tout à l'heure et hop. Terrence Gentry. Ah, il avait de l'avance sur mon défenseur. Bon, bah, je vais devoir le marquer individuellement ce gars-là.
Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. It's Anger. Makes the catch. It's high. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Oh, it's reverse. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's high. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab. It's high. Bulldozes his way through. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw. It's Anger. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. down. Makes the catch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. There's the hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Voilà, ça change un peu la donne, hein. Maintenant que je suis sur le numéro 6 là. Merde. Bon, il n'y a pas que le numéro 6 à prendre. Hein.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble.
Ah là là, ils ont même pas ramassé ce ballon là.
The offense pounces back on.
Temps mort.
Called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away.
Il était un peu bizarre ce fumble d'ailleurs.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum.
Je vais me prendre à chaque fois une pénalité que je joue en passe, hein. C'est incroyable.
He's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Anger. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here's the handoff. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tar Heels will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's high. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He fires to the left side.
Pourquoi je prends une pénalité? Mais non. Mais quel boulet ce mec-là. Okay. Incroyable. Il va dégager. Hein.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Scanning the field, it's Anger. He's not afraid to go deep.
Vas-y. Oh non!
Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here.
Pas mal ce système, pas mal.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Keenan Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
A little too much on that one, just out
Ah,
of his
c'était
reach.
cadeau ça, interception.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Incroyable ça.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Je vais réessayer le système.
To the air, it's Anger. Under fire.
Oh là 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 là. Putain, mais à chaque fois il y a une pénalité.
Inside the 35-yard line. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again.
Putain, 9 pénalités dans le match. Hein.
All wideouts, no backs. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's high. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's high.
Miracle, miracle, pas de pénalité.
Finally getting down at the 38 with a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride, and then
brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It does the 22.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Trying play action. Steps away. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket and he takes off.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock
Bien joué, bien
going
joué.
off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there.
Oh là là.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Horned Frogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Direct snap, finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the single back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Now they're going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive first and goal from the 7. The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Petit point sur les blessés. Il peut revenir, c'est bon. Hook, ouais. Hook, ça sent pas bon. La fin de saison là va être difficile.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 4 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job of getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground from that game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. There he goes. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Anger. The short hand. It's Douglas. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Hey, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Anger. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point 15. Here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Powers through the defender. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
8e tacle pour Monsieur Marquis. Et un sac. Marquis, défenseur de la semaine. 8 tacles et 3 sacs. Non, 9 tacles.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh là, il va vite lui.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw, it's Anger. Finds the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Man, these plays are really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Makes the grab. It's high. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Fires toward the end zone.
Oh là là là.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got a man. It's high. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Grabbed over the middle. It's high. Touchdown, North Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out.
Franchement, les commentateurs là, ils sont top. Hein. Ils racontent vraiment ce qui se passe dans le game, etc. Ce qui se passe en dehors du game, les résultats qui se passent, on voit défiler en bas de l'écran. Impressionnant. Je me demande s'il n'y a pas un peu d'IA là-dedans. Allez. Ah, yeah.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. The flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Now on second down. Let's go over. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all by.
Oh, non. Il pouvait y avoir un touchdown. On les ramasse jamais les ballons.
Safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better. Ooh, this was a bad day.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off play action. Unloads to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. They run the reverse. Smashes ahead. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. It's a reverse. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The give and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fake spike now looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Allez,
Coming into this one,
une victoire de
whether
plus.
these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an
Gros match en
example
défense. Hein.
out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bah, Coudé, défenseur de la semaine, hein, je pense. Ouais, des fumbles, il y en a eu 4. Aucun recouvert. Ouais, Goudé en plus il provoque un fumble. Je sais plus combien, 13 tacles, 3 sacs, un fumble. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Bon, sûrement pas de joueur offensif de la semaine. Alors, est-ce qu'on va signer des joueurs? Surprise, surprise. Oui. Ça, c'est le kicker. Ted Flanagan. Ok. Stoneburner. Sean Stoneburner. Ça sonne bien comme nom. Sean Stoneburner. C'est tout. C'est tout. Bon, très bien. Kansas, c'est un client sérieux. On va le mettre où lui? Où est-ce qu'on va le mettre? 8. Voilà. Hein. Voilà, ça c'est fait. Maintenant. Tiens, on va voir l'adversaire. Kansas. Ok, 2 blessés. 91 la note, hein. Pas mal du tout. Hein. Le Ice My Watch. Oh, je comprends pas. On était 3ème, ensuite 4ème, la France 5ème. Après, on joue pas contre des top équipes, c'est peut-être pour ça. « 14 touchdowns. Et lui, il a combien? 13. Bon, très bien. Allez, c'est bon, je peux quitter. Tchuss. On se casse. Ciao.